Ooh. It's alive. Interesting. Join the club.
You could try it.
Hey there everybody, I'm back, and in today's video I always like to talk about, is art serving the self or people? Oh, and I have something new in store on martinharmonart.com. I've just recently created some new merchandise, or just accessories for my online shop. And yeah, so I've created these these t-shirts. So this is one example of one of my teddy bear paintings that's been printed on top of this black t-shirt, and so I'm pretty happy with them so far. I mean, I'm still learning about it, but it is quite interesting seeing how the artworks can then be taken from real things and then put on things like t-shirts. So that's something new I've been working on recently. Yeah, and that's the packaging. That's so when you buy a t-shirt or anything from this online store, Redbubble, it will come inside this package. So it's pretty funky packaging, I reckon. Yeah, that's pretty nice. But yeah, feel free to check it out, and I'll put the link in the description. Yeah, so if you prefer to buy something functional in terms of like wearable artworks, yeah, maybe this could be quite suitable for you. So I really like this one. I'm going to keep this for myself. This one's size L, so it's a large. But even for me, that's still quite loose. So I guess if you're a lot slimmer than me, not as big boned, if you want to call it that, then you probably might want to go for medium or small. But it could be suitable for men and ladies. So in this video, I thought I'd just do this video in the studio today, just to show you kind of pieces that I'm currently working on. And also because in the space where we usually do our videos, it's kind of full with artworks at the moment in the making. So so starting here. So anyway, I want to talk first about. I'm going to break this video down into like two sections. So the first section is going to be talking about art that serves the self. And what I mean by that is that, usually when I'm creating my art, I feel like it is, serving myself as an artist. For example, it's often about self-expression and, expressing my artistic ideas and, or my experiences of life through the creations of artworks. Another reason is, the belief in human potential and not wanting to limit myself. So that's another reason why I feel art is kind of serving the self or serving myself as an artist, because of that belief in potential that I'm a human being and I can whatever I dream of, I can then transform into reality. And I feel as humans, why should we limit ourselves? Why should we put ourselves in a box when we have a brain? We can think for ourselves, we can think about new ideas, and we have hands that can create and transform materials to become new ideas. So yeah, it is a self-serving type of expression, and an expression that intends that that human potential is everything really, and there's no reason as to why you should limit your potential. And then another point is, again, just creating my own reality. This is my world, this is what I do, and I just really enjoy being in the moment of trying new things, experimenting, and seeing what the materials do, and then trying to go inwards and look at my ideas and how I can convey that in my art. And another thing is to bring new beauty and ideas into the world. And again, you know, that is, yeah, a self-serving expression, really. And then just to question things, you know, to question, you know, to create art that questions reality or questions the experience of, you know, negotiating through society or living in this world, because there's so many questions out there and not enough answers, and I feel art can provide a way to, you know, question things in life. And also it can be a way to get to the truth, and maybe not get to the truth entirely, but to investigate ideas that seek to go on a journey. And another way in which it's kind of serving the self is that because it's very joyful and it's very fulfilling, and yeah, and it creates purpose and meaning within my life, and that's another reason why I create art. But it also has, yeah, it also comes with a lot of learning and kind of challenges that I have to always think about. And it's a never-ending journey of learning something new, testing it out, and then you keep kind of repeating this cycle of learning something new, testing it, it's working, so you keep going from there, or it doesn't work, so you try new things. So I'm always kind of learning from it. Yeah, and then the other section is about how is art serving other people. And yeah, and I think primarily because I create it to express new ideas, hopefully, you know, people can then see those ideas or decode them in their own way, to try and make sense of it and to connect with it. You know, and maybe those ideas then connect with their own experiences in life. It's also created to connect to people's emotions and their humanity. You know, so I think that is another way in which art can serve people. It can also open up new ways of thinking about themselves and the world, and yeah, and can open up new experiences. Making art can also enhance people's lives through the placement of individual artworks in a home or interior space, and that then can really help to transform whether it's a living space or an interior space to something that's more in tune, maybe with someone's personality, or with someone's outlook on life, or with someone's ideas. And all of these things can then resonate, their personal beliefs can then resonate with the artworks. I think another way it can serve people is to let people believe in possibilities and human potential, and that ideas can become a reality, and that there is more to life than what meets the eye. And I think that's probably the number one goal for me, is just to let people realize that, you know, as humans, you know, we have so much that we can explore, we can achieve. And you know, I feel for me during this stage in my life, it's, you know, life is like a big learning journey, and I realise I shouldn't limit myself, and then hopefully other people can also relate to that as well. Yeah, so that's my kind of brief explanation of, you know, is art serving the self or people? So I think now I'd just like to talk briefly about, you know, what I've been currently working on. These are some kind of ceramic sculptures. These ones have been bisfired, but I need to apply colour and glaze. This one still needs to be fired. But I've been trying something new recently because I've been using porcelain, and still within the theme of kind of stacking thrown objects on top of each other, but they're a bit more spontaneous than usual. And yeah, I just want to create something with a lot of movement and something that looks like it's kind of shifting through time and space, to create something very surreal. And then these ones is like another set of smaller paintings I've been working on. They're still drying at the moment. And yeah, and these are about kind of space and then putting the eye into the space to kind of talk about ideas about belief, like a kind of crossing over from one reality to the next. And you got these like newspaper cutouts, which has been a kind of recent theme of mine, just to relate it back to the kind of current society. And yeah, I don't know, it really got me thinking about this kind of moment in time where, you know, there's we as human beings, we like construct this kind of world for ourselves, and it kind of, during this time, it just made me think that, you know, I mean, hope it doesn't all disappear, but the nature of reality is just so fragile that, you know, maybe it could just all be be gone just by, you know, like a meteorite or something hitting this planet and then wiping everything out, and then all you're left with is a kind of memory of humanity. So it's just, yeah, it's just about belief, really. And this is another large painting I've been working on. And again, it's kind of following this theme of belief and kind of entering the space and then using the newspaper collage background to then, you know, draw to then relate this painting back to the kind of current world we're living in. And yeah, I'm just really occupied with this idea of entering a space, like crossing over. So yeah, it's just another way of investigating that concept. But I think a lot of my concepts are about belief and time and space. And again, this all kind of relates back to, you know, Stonehenge, stone circles in the UK. Because there's that kind of, for me anyway, there's that kind of time element to it. There's that kind of mystery to it. There's that kind of, almost belief or spiritual significance attached to it. So that still informs, you know, a lot of my thinking, and just from personal experience as well, with, you know, family members passing away, and just thinking about what it means to be alive, and, you know, is there a life after death, and, you know, what is that transition like, if there is a transition. Just the nature of reality. So anyway, yeah, that's another work in progress. So anyway, that's a wrap for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I thought I'd just give you my own perspective on, is art serving the self or is it serving people? And I think in conclusion to that, I think art is serving both the artist, the creator, and people, you know, because, you know, it's something that myself personally has the desire to create out of the need to express ideas, the need to connect with my life experience, my journey, but also then to create artworks that can then relate to other people on their kind of journey through life and their experience of living in this world. And, you know, and hopefully the artworks can connect for them in a way where they can, recognize those ideas, and those ideas can then connect to those people. So for me, I think it's both self-serving and both, functional within society, or within this world that we inhabit. And so that's my personal conclusion to that, really. So anyway, I want to say thank you very much for continuing to watch these videos on Martin Harmon Art TV. And I hope it's given you some eye-opening experiences and that you're enjoying them. And and if you are enjoying the videos, feel free to like it, and feel free to leave a comment below if you have any, if it's got you thinking about something. And also you're welcome to subscribe to my Patreon channel, where you'll be able to receive exclusive access to content linked to some of these videos. And and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy what I'm putting out there. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. And so so stay safe and stay well. See you next time. Bye bye.